Lauren, thank you. How difficult was this game with, the short numbers, and then, they had the size advantage as well, just trying to battle it out and try to find a way to win this game and gut it out?
Yeah, Miami's a really tough team. They were in the Elite Eight last year. They have a couple returners, new transfers coming in, so they're really tough. But one thing about us, we didn't care about that. We wanted to come out. We wanted to, go as hard as we can with the 7 people we had. We didn't care that we had 7. All of us expected to win this game tonight, regardless of how many numbers we were down. Like I said, they're a tough team, and they got the best of us tonight. And maybe we'll see them again. But I'm just proud of my team. We fought hard until the end.
Just kind of a question for both of y'all. Just when did y'all realize you were going to be shorthanded tonight, and what was that preparation like going into the game, kind of knowing that you would be down some of your top players?
So you said when we realized we'd be shorthanded?
What was the preparation like going into it?
So we realized yesterday that we would, but like Lauren said, we said it's not going to affect us. We're going to still come out and we're going to still fight. We're going to work hard because at the end of the day, we one team. And so I'm really, like she said, I'm really proud of this team too because we came out there 7 down and I feel like we gave it our all.
Lauren, we got 39 minutes from Nyanga tonight, I guess. Just what do you think of her performance, kind of how that was a career high for her to play that minutes. What do you think of her performance?
Yeah, I'm just proud of her. As everybody knows, she transferred from Miami, so I know she probably wanted that win more than anybody on this team. But, she came out and she gave it her all at a position that, she's usually not at. She did her best, and I think we're all really proud of her. She showed a lot of heart, and, that's one thing Coach Sam said. We proved a lot to him tonight. It doesn't matter what goes on. Whoever's there is going to show up and is going to play, and she was the definition of that tonight.
Tanner.
D'Bricia, you've kind of had to step into this role before where you have to slide down to the 4, help out with the rebound and effort a lot more. What's your kind of mindset and preparation like when you know that that's going to be the situation?
Whatever my team needs, that's what I'm willing to do. I feel like tonight they need me at the 4, and so that's what I did. It's whatever this team needs because at the end of the day, we want to win. We grind every single day, so each and every one of us, like he said, Nyanga coming in at the 5, that's not really her position, but she stepped up, and so it just takes all of us willing to do whatever this team needs.
I guess, Lauren, what was kind of the thoughts after the game from the team? Were y'all frustrated? Did you feel a little better about this team knowing that you were close in this ball game with the short numbers? What was kind of your feel of how everybody felt after the game?
Yeah, I think everybody was upset. We're competitors at the end of the day. My whole team is. No one likes to lose. So, we were upset about the loss, but we understand we were down 7 players tonight. Some of our best players out with whatever they have going on. But, one thing about this team, there's always this positive energy, regardless of win, lose, draw. It's always next game. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold your head down just because you had one bad game. And I really appreciate that about this team.
D'Bricia, you guys just played 3 games in Texas and had to turn around and only playing with 7 tonight. Did you guys feel any fatigue or anything as the game went on? Did you kind of start to feel the missing depth that you guys had as the game went on?
To be honest, I feel like our focus really wasn't even on that. When we came out there, we just wanted to win. So tired or not, we was going to give it our all. And so at the end of the day, we was just focused on what the next play, stop, score, stop, whatever we needed to do, that's what we was focused on. So honestly, I don't really know. I don't think it affected us.
A lot of energy in the building tonight from the crowd. Just talk about the way the crowd showed up and really tried their best to give you guys that extra energy at the end that you may have needed.
Yeah, the energy, as always, was electric. You could feel the ground shaking at some times because it was just so loud in here. And even me, I was trying to pump up the crowd a little bit because, we needed that extra, oomph because we only had 7 people. And I think the fans did a great job of that. They just made more shots than us down the stretch. And, nothing we could do about that. But shout out to the fans because it was loud in here. They couldn't hear a thing. They were saying it.
Lauren, we saw, especially early in the second half, some big plays from Miracle Shepherd off the bench. What did you see from her, and how's she developing as she just gets more experience here at the college level?
Yeah, Miracle's a dog. That's the only thing I have to say about her. She doesn't care about anything, anyone. She's just going to go out and do whatever she does, whatever she needs to do to win the basketball game. And she knows what she needs to do in order for us to win the basketball game, and that's why we're such a special team. But, yeah, Miracle, she's going to be a great player here. Just watching her develop as, from summertime to now, it's like she's a completely different player in just that span of a couple months. So she's going to have an amazing career here.
A couple of weeks ago, you had talked about, it had been kind of a tough transition for you coming in here, but your teammates had really encouraged you to kind of stick with it and kind of play your game. And it seems like you're really getting to that point. I think you've had 3 straight double-doubles and another one tonight. I mean, how would you address, kind of where you are right now in that transition coming over to Mississippi State?
Right now, I feel like I'm back to my old self. I really wish we would have got that win tonight so I could really feel back to my old self. But, just shout out my teammates, Coach Sam, always in my ear. Be confident, stay confident in yourself, and, just having them around me and having, positive energy always around me, even when I make mistakes, they're there for me. So the transition to Mississippi State, the old LP, she's gone now. I'm here.
As crazy as it sounds, first and foremost, I'm a proud coach. I mean, for us to have a week like we just did down in Houston with 3 straight games, which I told the media I'm going to find out a lot about my team, all right, and then to come home and then just find all kind of obstacles that were going to be thrown at us. And I had 7 kids, 7, that were in the locker room that said, Coach, give me a jersey, we'll find a way. I couldn't be more proud of them in a night where we're just a couple short, points short there in the fourth quarter. Ran out of gas, but man, they competed again. I'm proud of this group, and it's as simple as this, y'all. We got to get healthy. We got to get healthy, get some bodies back, and let's find a way to get that mojo.
Do you feel snake bit a little bit? I mean, you had that good run, and then
Yeah.
you were sick the other day, and Jessica was hurt, and I mean, every player that was out tonight was a post player.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping you would come out of the stands with a wig, right? Yeah, no, I first and foremost, Katie Myers is a good friend of mine, so I want to give congratulations to them. I don't want to shortchange who they are, right? That's an Elite Eight program, and they've got a lot of good players. I thought they dominated on us on the board where it kind of took the wind out of our sails. There were some times we could have got some transition going, but we just couldn't rebound. So it's been, to your point, it's been a great night to have a couple more bigs to help clean up in there because they're really big and they're really athletic. But again, I'm just proud for our team competing and trying to find a way there in the fourth quarter.
Coach, obviously you're down the post players and hurt you on the boards, but you do force 19 turnovers tonight. Talk a little bit about kind of getting, you ran that guard-heavy lineup.
Yeah.
Did they get in the passing lanes kind of like you wanted to see?
Yeah, 100%. No, I got dogs. Again, I found out a lot about my team tonight. They don't quit, man. And I know for some of you who were here prior for me getting the job, that kind of brought some times back with that 7 where they were absolute Bulldogs. That's not my goal as the head coach now, I promise you that. But again, for them just to find a way, I'm in awe. I really am. As much as I wanted to win it, I think I'm more hurt because I asked my team, find a way to get to the fourth quarter, and I'll help you overcome and find a way to win this game. And I'm more mad at myself for not finding a way to help them pull it out because, man, they competed for 4 quarters.
Nyanga played 34 minutes for y'all last season, 39 tonight. I mean, what did you
Yeah.
think of her performance, kind of how she embraced the role she was put into there?
Yeah, fearless, just awesome. I mean, again, just a great kid who I named this offseason my dog, right? Because she worked so hard and she earned it. So for her to get her number called tonight and just leave it all on the floor, I'm just so proud. I'm proud of her effort tonight.
And then you had some other players too, like Darian Rogers and Debrecia Poe, who kind of had to shift down into the 3-4
Yeah.
forward type roles. What'd you make of the way they handled that?
Awesome. It was a funny game in the terms of we couldn't get an offensive flow, right? It got a little ugly there in the end of the fourth. I was worried about the fourth quarter because when you look at Miami's season statistic, fourth quarter is their best quarter. She really amps up, and so in a game that we needed to execute, I had kids in all kind of different positions. So it wasn't about calling a certain set at that point because we try to simplify the playbook, try to get some simple ball screens, penetrate and kick. I thought we got some wide open shots there. I think Goni had 2 big ones right there that if those go down, that's a whole different game. But again, my kids just competed and they found a way till the end.
Do you have an update on your injured players? Do you think they're close to getting back, or
Yeah.
what's the latest on that?
Yeah, I don't have one right now. I think hopefully Jessica Carter definitely will be back soon, but the rest I'm not sure yet as of right now.
far on the front?
Jerk ends up having, the best plus minus, but obviously she's in foul trouble. I guess just how hard was it kind of get her in a rhythm, considering, what she was dealing with there?
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. I'm in a game where you need the perfect formula. We had a game plan, and then when she gets in foul trouble, it mixes up the lineup, and it was kind of just let's go AAU, find a ball screen, and find a way. So, yeah, that definitely was deflating, but proud for the other kids who came in and stepped up.
Coach, when Miami was going on a few runs there, with you guys being shorthanded, it seemed like you just kind of let the game play, let your players kind of figure it out on the court. Kind of talk about the decision to kind of let them figure things out as the game was going on, as opposed to calling timeouts.
Yeah. Miami's so good defensively. She mixes it up. She'll go full court press back to man, full court press back to 2-3, full court press 1-3-1. So sometimes it's better not to let her take control of the game and then just get a rebound and go and make plays. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword, because if you do that, not every shot's a great shot, and then most importantly, you're not in great rebounding position. So for us to have 3 quarters of play where they just made plays, I try to stay with it. And just unfortunately, we couldn't hit some open shots like we discussed. I thought Goni had 2 good ones. It just didn't go in.
Yeah, you mentioned you didn't necessarily hit the big shots, but I feel like for the most part, the three-point shooting really kept you all in the game. Debrisha hit some big shots, and a couple other players, Darion, did as well. Just how good was that to see just the three-pointers falling down, for a majority of the game?
Yeah, no, it felt really good, because I talked about it before I left for Thanksgiving break. We have kids who shoot 36, 38% career-wise. We were shooting low 20s, 0% for some of them. So I told them it was only a matter of time before they changed, because they worked too hard. So for this to finally come to life and us be able to see balls go in, it makes me really excited as a coach, and I know it makes my team happy, because they're really working hard to make those open shots.
Final 2 questions.
Lauren said she would have felt better about tonight, had you guys pull out the win, but to see her get, another 20 and 10 tonight and kind of start to stack these good performances together, just how promising is that, to have her playing well and knowing you guys can get some pieces back soon?
Yeah, I'm just so happy for her, because, at the beginning of the season, it was all about her trying to help our team become a team. So she sacrificed a lot. And then our team was like, hey, LP, for us to be as good as we need to be, you beat LP from Seton Hall, right? Step up and do what we know what you can do. And that's what you're seeing these last couple of games. She feels a rhythm. She's confident. And most importantly, her teammates are pouring into her to make those big plays, and I couldn't be more happy of her performance today. Just a couple more rebounds.
Final question in the back.
You talk about how proud you were when you walked in here.
Yeah.
I mean, facing this kind of adversity early in the season and seeing the fight that your team had, kind of what's that do for your mental going later on into the season?
Yeah, it's everything. Because again, I always tell y'all, I always say, talk to us nice, right? It was cool that the towels were there, the marketing, shout out to marketing, and the effort was behind this. I hate that we weren't full go. But again, I've got a special team. I'm not going to check myself because of being low players, right? Obviously, we want to win, and again, I'm going to give credit to Miami. But again, I don't want to lose the mojo that we've got going on, and I think we got some positive mojo. So if our team can get healthy, self-reflect, take the L, but come back tomorrow for practice, I like where this team can go come March.